Hey guys, it's Fabian. Um, this topic is very often talked about by scholars, philosophers, historians. This is coming from a non-biased opinion standpoint, but it is an opinion standpoint. You know, it's the argument that religions in general have all things in common, that there's evil and good, but there's one thing that they don't have in common, and what makes them different from Christianity. I'm a Christian myself, so this is my argument for defending my faith, and I believe this is true. You don't have to agree with me. You can, view it. If you're from a different religion, you can argue in the comments. We're not trying to stir up necessarily an argument, but we can debate in a very peaceful manner. All right. Anyways, so I want to talk about why I believe Christianity is a true religion. First off, when you look at religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, these are the worldwide religions, right? The most commonly known. They have one thing that usually is not looked upon. They have a cultural impact, of course, a widely cultural impact. Another thing is these religions, based off most of their point of view of life in a philosophical standpoint. Now, when a human being philosophizes about how he got to the world, or how she got to the world, or how they got to the world, whatever, how they came to be a creation, or how things work, like time, matter, dimensions, maybe space, maybe actions, maybe purpose, all these philosophical ideals, concepts. Um, they always can find a conclusion to philosophically have a result to an explanation of how they view life. Like, for example, I can view my life as good, Like, I'll give you an example. I live good because I find playing video games satisfying and I need nothing else. Therefore, I believe everybody should play video games. You see how that's a very opinion-based standpoint, and that's on my own philosophy of life. Now others would have a different philosophy of life. When you look at Buddha, his philosophy of life is through enlightenment. Now, does that mean because he feels that it's the right way to live, does that mean it's the right way to live? Does that mean it's the truth? No. Why do I think this? Well, first off, let's go back to, perfectionism, and imperfection. Humans aren't perfect. We're not perfect, and this can be admitted by everybody because we have a limit to our capabilities, and we can't go any further than what we could. We always make mistakes. We'll always fall, here and there. For example, if I want to be the best car racer, I'll be a good car racer, but would I be perfect? No. We're not perfect, and we can't strive to be perfect as much as we want to. So that brings the point that why are we listening to literal human beings who are imperfect, going by their own philosophy viewpoint of life, and applying it to our life like if it was the truth? Now, you can apply someone's philosophy of their life to your life, and maybe it's beneficial. Does that mean it's the truth? No. Truth is hidden like transparent glass. It's not easily seen, but it's kind of there. Now, Christianity is about Jesus, who historically died on the cross and was said to be God. By Josephus, he had records of a Jewish man claiming to do miracles, and that this man truly walked on water, healed the sick, brought back the dead. We do not have historical records for his miracles, but we know that he existed. What makes him different is that he's literal He's the literal incarnation of God in the man flesh. Now, what makes different humans from God? God is a being that's perfect, and humans are imperfect. So we have to ask ourselves, are we willing to listen to imperfect beings' philosophy of life, or a perfect being who knows all of life and know all the mistakes in it and what needs to be fixed? In conclusion, this really correlates with the verse of the Bible where it says, lean not on your own understanding, but trust God. Because God is all-knowing and He's perfect. And these other religions, they base their own philosophy on their perspectives.